Yo, what's up guys? Hockey Rocky here and welcome back to another video, and today I believe it is a Division 3 game. First off, I just want to apologize for my absence as of late. I've been going through kind of a teenage crisis, I guess. I've had a lot of things going on. But if you haven't noticed, the audio is a lot better because I just recently purchased a Blue Yeti mic. And that was one of the reasons why I was actually waiting, because I heard that I was going to get the mic and I kind of didn't want to put out any other videos with my headset that I was using. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I wasn't really publishing anything. And then once I got the mic, I actually, around the same time, found out that my 91-year-old grandpa was diagnosed with leukemia. So that took a lot of time out. He came to live with us for a little while. It didn't really work out, and he ended up dying, actually. Passed away a couple days ago. He was in World War II, Iwo Jima. He was a Purple Heart. So it's very sad to see him go, but I'm happy he's gone because he's not suffering anymore. But yeah, those are a couple of the reasons why I really haven't been active as of late, and I really apologize about that. But anyways, to get on to what we're really here for, the news, right? So trade rumors, Jonathan Drouin is still up in the air. Steve Yzerman basically said, listen, I will trade Jonathan. He wants to be traded, but I'm not just going to trade him to get rid of him. I want something out of him, which is understandable, right? Okay, so then you move on. A big blockbuster trade with Toronto Maple Leafs and the Ottawa Senators. So to the Toronto Maple Leafs is Jared Cohen, Milan Mahalik, Tobias Lindbergh, Colin Greening, and a 2017 second-round pick. And to Ottawa is Dion Phaneuf, Pylon, Matt Fratton, Ryan Rupert, Casey Bailey, and Cody Donahue. At the end of the day, I honestly think that Ottawa is going to win this trade currently right now, but going on into the future, I definitely think it's going to help out Toronto more. So saying that Ottawa can make a playoff push, it'll help them, but if they don't make the playoffs, it's all Toronto at this point. So then you keep going on here. Ryan McDonough back off of his injury. Nice to see him back with the Rangers. Connor McDavid is back, and did you see how he split the defense in his first game back for that goal? It was amazing. His last 5 games, he's got 3 goals, 6 assists, and he's a +2. Yeah, that's some pretty good stats if you ask me. But so Marian Gaborik is on IR. Marian Hossa is injured. A lot of big names starting to leave the NHL here with injuries. Carey Price will not miss the rest of the year. That is huge. That is seriously huge for Montreal because of the fact that Mike Condon cannot do it all, and if you paid attention to the standings, you've seen it. Montreal is slipping bad. Like, really, really bad. It's tragic how they've slipped down the standings. It sucks, but yeah, you can see we get on board there, make it 2-1. This was honestly a really fun game to play in. I got a couple of lucky goals, though. Not going to lie, to get myself ahead. You'll see, especially the ending. Going to put a twist on it. But, just everything going on right now with Carey Price in Montreal. It's great news for Habs fans that Carey Price will not be gone the rest of the year, but a timetable for his return is uncertain. Ouch. Mike Yeo, the head coach of the Minnesota Wild, was fired the other day. Happy Valentine's Day to him, and happy late Valentine's Day to all of you out there who are watching this. Yeah, Minnesota, they've had it rough lately. The Wild lost at home to the Boston Bruins 4-2, and it was their 8th straight loss in 13 and 14 games. They've lost 13 out of their last 14 games. Minnesota is 23, 22, and 10, and 6th in the Central. I remember at the beginning of the year, Minnesota was right at the top of the Central, and the past 3 weeks, they've just plummeted. Now, I don't know if I can necessarily say it's Mike Yeo's fault, but at the end of the day, I think a coaching change in Minnesota is necessary, but it could... I think anytime there's a coaching change on a team, it could be detrimental and it could destroy a team, or it could help a team. I don't think there's any fine middle, you know. So we're gonna have to see what happens and what's going on in Minnesota. We won't know until a few weeks from now. We won't know until a month from now. Maybe they'll make the playoffs even. Who knows? We don't really know. Big thing to talk about that I haven't really discussed: the All-Star game. Personally, what I thought about it. A lot of people that I talked to at school about it thought the All-Star game was a joke. You know, there wasn't any defense. Nobody really tried. But at the end of the day, I thought it was great. Dylan Larkin has the fastest skater record. He broke Mike Gartner's record, that record's over 20 years old. So congratulations to Dylan Larkin. John Scott was MVP. That was sick, honestly. I'm so happy for him. You know, former Buffalo Sabre, former San Jose Shark. I got to watch him. And I didn't really appreciate him when he was in San Jose. You know, he's just a big body, big hitter. But I'm really happy for him. He seems to be a good guy, what I've heard from reading stuff and whatnot. So, good for him. Happy to see him MVP. But overall, I thought the 3-on-3 was entertaining. I thought it was great. The skills competition was good as always. You had PK Yager. You had Chewbacca Burnsy. So, yeah, you had some pretty good stuff going on there. And I saw this mock for an NHL 17 cover. And it was like, I believe it was on EA NHL 16's Twitter page, actually. And it was like 3 covers, and they were asking which one that you liked the most. And it was John Scott doing a celly after he scored first in the All-Star game. It was Brent Burns wearing a Chewbacca mask, and it was PK Subban dressed up like Jaromir Jagr. Personally, I don't think any of them are actually going to be the cover for NHL 17, but I think it would be great if the John Scott one was, personally. That's just me. If we got the vote, my vote is John Scott all the way. No doubt, right? Okay. So that's pretty much all I really have to talk about in this video. I didn't really prepare too much for it. Just kind of, I knew I needed to get one out here for you guys. It's been a while, and like I said, I am terribly sorry. I've just had so much going on now. I just had my service today with my grandfather, and he had the 21 gun salute. That was pretty awesome to experience in person. Got to keep a few of the gun shells. I got 5. And then being he was in Iwo Jima, actually, in fact, there's a famous United States picture, and it is when the troops are raising the flag. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about when I say that. My grandfather at the time was actually down at the bottom of the hill. So, and then if anybody was wondering about his Purple Heart, he was injured in combat with his foot. Half of his foot was blown off, I believe, by a landmine. So don't quote me on the landmine part. I'm pretty sure. I know that it was an explosive of some sort, but I'm not exactly sure what kind. So yeah, his box that we got the urn, and we ordered a nice wooden box to put around it, and it was it has the picture of the troops raising the flag on it, and I like how it's all carved in. It's not, just a picture on the wood. I think it's really cool how it's all carved in. There's an American Eagle on it. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot on it, and on the top it's pretty cool. It says Bernard F. Tortorici, and has a little like gold plate, and it's the United States Marine Corps logo, and just his Purple Heart underneath it. And we do actually have his Purple Heart here at the house. I think it's pretty awesome. It's not every day you can just walk around and see one of those, so I definitely think it's pretty special for me. And I was really close with my grandpa. I got to spend a lot of time with my grandfather. He lived just a town away from us, so I was constantly over there on the weekends. And like I said, it's going to be a rough loss, but it was a lot of work for me and my father to take care of him. And in a way, I'm happy because he's not suffering anymore, and it is a big stress relieved off of our shoulders. So thank you guys for watching this video, and thank you for understanding. As always, if you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. If you really enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button. As always, drop a comment down below. I'd love to chat with you guys, catch up, so on, so forth. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.